Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 18, verse 65. This is a verse I am going to memorize, the very next verse that I'm going to memorize. I love it like mad. So in the previous verse, Bhagwan Shri Krishna had said to Arjun, I'm going to give you very confidential knowledge. First he said, the previous verse, he said, I've given you all the knowledge that I can. Now you do as you wish. And then in the previous verse he said, but that being said, that you do as you wish, I'm going to give you knowledge, the most confidential knowledge. And in this one and the next verse is the most popular verse. If there's one verse you learn and memorize, it's that one, 1866. Sarva Dharman Parityaja. But this one also is a very good memorizing verse, which I'm going to memorize it next. So let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna and let's really understand what he's saying. I am having slightly deeper understanding of this, of what Prabhupada's commentary is, because of just incredible things that have been happening in my life. So let's, it's insane. It's insane. So yeah, let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help us understand this, and thank you for all the gifts that you're sending every day, the miracles that you're sending. Absolute miracle. I mean, I don't even have words. You're insanely merciful. You're so merciful. I don't even know how you're doing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please help me understand how to love you and how to want to serve you. And thank you for giving me devotees around me who are doing that. I was thinking that I would need to find them somewhere, God knows where I would find them, but I'm actually finding them all around me. I'm finding them. Such sincere, beautiful souls, such sincere souls. Wow, amazing. Okay, so let's sing the verse together and please help us understand this verse. Please help us really understand this verse. This is one of the most powerful verses probably in the Gita. Please help us understand it. Okay, so let's sing the verse. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. Always think of me, always become mad bhakta. He's using the word very clearly, bhakti, bhakta, become my devotee. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, matyaji, matyaji, and offer your homage onto me, namaskuru, do naman to me. Naman means obeisances. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this. Pratijane, I promise you this. Pratigya, basically, because you are my very dear friend. Okay. So the most confidential part of knowledge is that one should become a pure devotee of Krishna and always think of him and act for him. Should not become a mediator. I don't know what that means. Life should be molded. This is very important. Life should be molded so that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna. One should always act in such a way that all his activities are in connection with Krishna. He should arrange his life in a way so that 24 hours he cannot but think of Krishna. And the Lord's promise is that one who is in such pure Krishna consciousness will certainly return to the abode of Krishna, where he will be engaged in the association of Krishna face to face. So you will come to me. Come to me is ishyasi. You will come to me, meaning come to his abode. These words stress that one should concentrate on Krishna. And which form of Krishna? The Krishna form of Krishna, not Vishnu, Narayan, Ram, Varaha, etc., the other things, but Krishna himself. So this is what I found absolutely phenomenal. Life should be molded that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna and should always act in such a way and arrange his life in such a way that he cannot but think of Krishna. That's what we want to do. So when I wake up, I have seen that as soon as I get up, if I am putting as soon as I get up, I put on my headphones. I do prayers, I do a Maha Mantra, I do obeisances very quickly, and then I go to the restroom, right? And then when I come back, I take a shower and all of that. Then I light my diya in the morning. And it's a very simple process. I don't do this whole Mangalarti thing, which I would love to at some point, but I've not yet decided exactly what to do in my Mangalarti. But right now, I am just doing obeisances and lighting my diya and doing obeisances and offering myself, saying, I'm offering myself, my thoughts, my words, my deeds, my day, my action, everything to you. Please help me do everything I do for you. That's been my routine. And then at night I will turn everything off, and then I will, like the lamp, I have a special lamp that I turn on for him. So I'll turn off the lamp and I'll say thank you for everything that you did that helped me get closer to you, because that's the only thing that matters during the day. The rest of it is just a waste, right? Nothing else matters. So um, what I've realized is as soon as I wake up, as soon as I've done this like immediate Maha Mantra and obeisances, and if I put on the headphones and I listen to Krishna Katha, I start listening to Krishna Katha. I don't have to, because my mind will just wander all over the place, and it's great at wandering all over the place. It's phenomenal at wandering all over the place for no end, to no end, basically, for no reason at all. But as soon as I put my headphones, if I listen to Krishna Katha, which is easy to listen to, not philosophical things necessarily, because that might not be instantly easy to listen to. But as soon as I do that, and then I do whatever I want to do, if I'm like chanting or whatever I'm supposed to do. But then when I'm cooking and I'm making breakfast and everything, if my headphones are on and I'm listening, and headphones are important when I'm in the kitchen, because I'm moving around and I will not hear it if I'm moving around. I move from one end of the counter to the other end, I will not hear it. So the headphones helps me. It's not very good for the ear, I know that, but it really helps me stay with Krishna at that time. So I cannot but think of Krishna during that time when I'm listening, right? So the idea is like to have many levels of things. When I don't feel like listening to any katha, I can listen to the Mahamantra Kirtan, or I can listen to some other bhajans or whatever, or I can listen to deeper philosophical stuff also. But just my favorite thing to do is just listen to katha. And it is so beautiful, so good to listen to it, because it makes me feel good, and it keeps me connected with Krishna, and I don't have to put in extra effort. I'm doing it while I'm cooking, while I'm doing my normal stuff. And if I don't listen to if I put on the headphones, that's also okay. I'm very comfortable with not putting on the headphones and just letting my mind wander. I'm used to that. My whole life I've had the practice of doing that. The practice of putting on the headphones and listening to katha is actually the slower practice. It's like not much practice, and I'm still trying to build it. But the day just disappears. The whole day can just disappear like that. And I love to journal, and I journal a lot. But my journal also is a way for me many times to distract myself, because I'm not directly talking to Krishna during my journaling. I'm talking about my day to my future self or to something, but not necessarily to Krishna. So I'm not. Sometimes I am connected deeper and deeper, though. Daily I'm practicing to connect with Krishna during journaling and saying, thank you, Krishna. Oh my goodness, thank you. And this is what you did. And like, wow, I can't believe that you did that. So yes, arrange your life in such a way that throughout the 24 hours, you cannot but think of Krishna. This sentence is so powerful, and it is possible. You know how? By just doing that, by putting on headphones. If you have people around you, then it's even better to put on headphones, because then you're not disturbing them. And you can listen to the Maha Mantra, you can listen to Katha, you can do whatever. You just arrange your life in such a way. And then whenever you're forgetting Krishna, you just bring yourself back without feeling guilty. Oh my goodness. Sometimes, many times in the morning when I wake up, I will find my mind wandering, and then I will not. The first thing I want to do is remember Radha Krishna and say the Maha Mantra at least 3 times. and then I can let my mind wander. But many times my mind wanders and I don't remember, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I'm tempted to beat myself up. I'm tempted to say, I'm so, like, look at me, it's been so long, and I'm not still not doing that. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to beat myself. I refuse to beat myself up. I will immediately be like, okay, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. And I will immediately say that, and I will say that 3 times, and I will be like, Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help me to remember you throughout the day. And I will do that without beating myself up, because that is not sattvic, and that is not helpful. It does not help to do that. But yeah, okay. So this is very, very cool. Let's go to the next commentary. Apparently 934, the first line of 934 is to engage in his devotion. So now I want to remember 934 as well. Now I want to memorize that. Memorizing the Bhagavad Gita verses, I was talking to someone else today, and that was just, okay, so let me let me do this, and then I'll go back to that story. Hold on. Patience for myself, I'm saying. Okay. So he's talking about Ambarish, who was always absorbed in Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Okay. Yeah. So I am seeing people around me. There is this person who lives in the temple, and he was talking, and he's just always doing service, and he's been talking about it, and I didn't really get it until this morning. He kept saying, I want to do service, this is my service, I love this, I want to do more service. And he does so much service. Oh my goodness, the number of hours I think he's doing, along with 40 hours of work a week, he's doing 20 hours of service every week, and he's still saying, I'm not doing enough, I want to do more. And I'm like, my goodness, I have 2 services in the week, and that itself is like, oh my god, that's a lot. And I can't even imagine, I can't understand, but he wants to do more. He just deeply wants to do more, and I somehow got it today, just how incredible that is. Because he feels happy, and he was talking about it, the importance of service, and how I was telling him the story of how, like, I have not been very good at keeping Ekadashi, but not from now on. From now on, from yesterday was Ekadashi, and I kept it fast, like eating only Ekadashi prasadam. But before that, I was not. I would try, I would go to the temple and get prasadam from there, and I would be like, and then Krishna Bhagwan sent me somebody who gave me a perfect recipe for Ekadashi, a soup recipe with buckwheat, and he gave me the masala mix that the person used. The person gave me exactly which masala mix that he bought, which is good, and I can go buy it. And he gave me a packet as well in Ziploc, so I had it at home before, until I went to buy it. And then, out of all things in the world, somebody offers me buckwheat. It's not expensive. It's not about the money. It's like $2 or $3 or something. But he was like, hey, would you like buckwheat? I've never spoken about, like, I barely know this person. I met this person just one time. And I not mention it. Like, that there is no way that the person would ever know that I needed buckwheat to do Ekadashi Prasadam. But this guy suddenly out of the blue is like, hey, would you like buckwheat? And I was like, are you serious? I was like, yes, absolutely yes. Big time, huge time, yes. I would love buckwheat. And do you know what a miracle this is? He didn't even believe in God, I don't think. But I was like, Krishna, God sent you to me because he wants me to keep this fast. So I was like, he is giving me everything possible to help me. And then this person, I was telling this story to this person in the morning, and he was like, Krishna does that for everything all the time. This he just did strongly enough that he gained your attention with it, but otherwise he's just always doing that anyways. And I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah, that really hit me. I was like, yeah, that makes sense, that totally makes sense. So I was like, okay, yeah. But because of that incident, I was like, I know that I'm always going to keep the Ekadashi fast now, because Bhagwan Shri Krishna wants me to. He's made it extremely clear to me that he wants me to, and he's supporting me. He does all of this fear-based thing. No, if you don't do this, then that, and if you don't do this, if you don't keep Ekadashi, you're not a devotee. If you don't do this, you're not a devotee. If you know, people talk like that, all negative talk like that, fear-based talk like that, and I'm like, I don't buy into any of that. Krishna treats me with an utmost deepest love. He's like, okay, you're not doing this right now. No, you're not a horrible person. I'm just going to help you. I'm going to nudge you. I'm going to push you. I know that you want bhakti. I know that you want the Krishna prem. So I'm going to just give you a little nudge here and there so that you can do it. And I'm going to help you. And he does with so many things. And just sending this person to me to talk to me, I felt my consciousness shifting just seeing his consciousness, just being able to witness his consciousness. I was able to witness his consciousness for the first time today. I've known him for 3 years in the temple, but I was really able to see how good he is, just how good he is. And I was blown away. I was like, you were right there in front of my very eyes and I didn't see you. Like, how foolish am I, and how grateful am I that I'm able to see at least one glimpse of who you are right now, because his faith is just utmost beyond next level faith. He's like, yes, Krishna is guiding me with everything, and I want nothing other than Krishna. I just only want Krishna. I want to grow and I want to serve, and that's all that matters to me. Wow. Okay. I am insanely grateful to be able to have people like that around me, and I would encourage you to also look around you, especially in the temple, to see if there are people like that around you, because you never know, they might be right under your very nose and you're not recognizing them. So yeah, keep a lookout and get inspiration from them. I'm getting inspiration not just from this guy, but from, I would say, 4 other people who are literally like willing to give up so much of their lives to serve their guru and to serve Krishna. Just wow. And I am nowhere even remotely close, and I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying it. I have so much fear, so much holding me back. I'm not doing much service. I'm not doing much chanting. Oh my goodness, it's just so bad. But I know that Krishna loves me anyways, and if he can love me, he can love anybody else. So please keep on this path and try to do everything you can to keep Krishna in your consciousness, so that you can become Krishna conscious, like Prabhupada said, by arranging your life so that you cannot but help think of Krishna 24/7. Wish you a day filled with lots and lots of Krishna consciousness, lots of conscious moments throughout the day when you're thinking about Krishna. Wish you a beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.